Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered! Today it's going to be a game between Bogus and Jaedong here on Circuit Breakers. Bottom left-hand corner, purple Terran player, his name is Bogus. Top right-hand corner, the blue Zerg player, his name is Jaedong, also known as JD234234-2. Also have an unknown observer here who goes by coaching. This must have been played after the time. If you wanted to observe a game, you used to have to actually select Terran and then lift off your command center immediately upon getting into the game, and then kill your SCVs with other SCVs, and then your remaining SCV, the one who won, will actually be hiding somewhere and hope that it doesn't get in the way. I believe that's how that works. Anyway, this is after that fact. So now you just go into the game lobby, select Observer, and you can watch without having to do any of that other stuff, which is kind of fun back in the day, but whatever. Okay, so this... I hate it when somebody spawns in this bottom left, because then minimap's kind of covering some stuff. If some Lings get back here, or some Hydralisks, I don't know, something could get back here, and they'll be blocked by the minimap, but we'll just close it. We will close it as necessary and leave it open the vast majority of the time. So welcome to the channel. I assume you're here for Falcon Paladin casting StarCraft Brood War Remastered in English. If that's the case, have a seat, put your feet up. We'll be over with some hot chocolate or coffee or whiskey or vodka or I don't know, something, whatever your poison is. Do you like to drink stuff when you're watching StarCraft? I'm more of an eating guy myself. I like to snack on some chips. Maybe actually have a Coke along with it, but late night, no. Can't really do the caffeine thing late night. That really ruins the sleep schedule, if you will. Anyway, drone pushing on out here. SCV coming up from the bottom left side here too. Now, Bogus is a Korean player. He's a Korean Terran. Very excellent. Let's see what he can do against Jaedong. I'm not sure Jaedong has lost to any Terrans that aren't flashed yet on the channel. I'm trying to think back. He's played a lot of games on the channel too. I really like watching him play. He personifies what Zerg is capable of doing in StarCraft Brood War. Although I did cast a Larva game recently, and Larva was like, who needs Defilers? Who needs Dark Swarm? I'm just going to throw wave after wave of Ultralisk and Zergling at you, and you're going to lose. And I was like, you know what? By golly, that kind of works. That's kind of how I feel like Zerg could play thematically. Is just raw, giant waves of units coming at you. You can kill most of them, but then 20% are remaining, and then you're dead. That kind of thing. That kind of makes me happy as a Zerg player myself. Marine production has begun from Bogus. Hatchery popping right on time there, and Extractor. We'll get there. We'll get there eventually. Definitely a pool after that hatchery from Jaedong, though. Any Zerglings in production? Does he have any on the map? I don't think so. He really does not care about this SCV. He is making a pair of Lings now, though. So they should be able to chase the SCV out at some point. Although the SCV is still pretty darn fast. I believe it has just about the same move speed as the Zerglings. At least the Lings can't make up much ground against them if they're chasing them around. Boy, what a Saturday it has been. Really long day. Still casting StarCraft. Still making sure the channel has content that you know and you love. Let's see if this guy is taking shots. And look at the angles here, right? So we got the Lings. Well, never mind. Those Lings kind of got tricked a little bit. Got juked. Super juked. And that's a very quick lair on the way. And that's the second Extractor. Okay, so this is going to be a 2-base Muta opening with the macro hatch back there. SCV gets killed, but gets all the information I think that he needs to know. This is going to be Mutalisk. So missile turrets are going to be big, Marines are going to be big, medics going to be a big, stim as well. It's going to be big. Metabolic boost on the way here from Bogus. Yeah, here's the scout. He really needs to know if there's a lair coming up and if there's that second gas tank, and he does get all the information that he needs. Make sure that the lair was not canceled, and it actually does end up finishing here. Because Jaedong could cancel that and pull down a third, and then Bogus would be responding to something that was, well, bogus. If you know what I mean. All right, Marines pushing out. Ooh, that purple outline's kind of nice when they're purple. I like it. Let's see, we're going to get multiple units. Drones? Yeah, the blue's fine. The purple kind of stands out a little bit there in that selection menu. So Zergling's coming down. Overlord scouting too. It's just kind of a bit of a blue Eventually, we'll get there, Wave, coming from the top right to the bottom left against Bogus. Yeah, there's that Spire. Where is he? Hiding over here on the right side. Makes it so surrounds aren't possible. I guess, well, surround of Marines is possible. This is more like a ZVZ thing, right? Where the Lings can't get a full surround because there's a wall here and because there's a hatchery on the other side. I don't know. Either way, Zergling's just trying to see what we're dealing with. Oh, it's a big old Marine count is what it is. Do you have missile turrets on the way? You have an engineering bay. You certainly do. Production tab says no missile turrets, though. I guess you don't have to really start them yet because the Spire is not even complete. And then you have to make the mutos, etc., etc. Third base on the way from Jaedong, down in the bottom right-hand corner. And yeah, until that Spire finishes, I don't think Jaedong's going to really be able to do anything here. Really going bio is Bogus. He could still transition into mech at some point, but does he even have a factory? Nope, no factory from bio at all. He's going to try to deal with this just with Marines, just with medics, getting stim, getting the U-238 shells, increasing Marine attack range. And yeah, Zerglings, it's not enough. The medics are in the front, messing up the AI and the pathing of the Lings just a tiny little bit. And they're not going to throw any of them they're not going to throw any of themselves away? Does that make any sense? I don't know. None of the Zerglings are going to die unnecessarily there. But 9 mutos on the way at 6.5 minutes. Timing here for Bogus is perfect. He's throwing up missile turrets, as you gotta do. Just because Marines are fast, but not that fast. They can't chase Marines around as they kill all your stuff. Missile turrets hitting. Very, very useful too. Third base on the way. Done for Jaedong. Immediately builds a drone down there for that income. And actually, Bogus moving out. I don't know about this. I almost feel like you kind of have... Man, these Lings, if they come here with the Muta support, everybody here is going to die. Yeah, look at him swinging around the bottom side. Metabolic boost is done. Mutas from the top here, too. You make me nervous, Bogus. I don't like what you're doing here, man. Mutas, 1 Marine down. Taking some damage there. Mutalisk number 7 of the group. Is he going in? Yep, the Speedlings are here. The Mutas are here. Yes, that's exactly what I was worried about. That's that whole group dying. And this group, too, backside from the front. No, not as effective, I don't think, as Jaedong wanted it to. These Marines do have that range. They do have stim, and they do have +1 attack, working on +1 infantry armor, too. Which is going to be really, really useful. So he basically wipes out that first section of bio, but the second bio is still here and still very, very happy. Are you making... Oh, there's your factory, and there's your starport. Okay, so no tanks. Just a lot of bio, which is going to mean lurkers out of Jaedong. It doesn't necessarily mean he has to go lurker just because there's a lot of bio, but... Lurker spines are pretty good against these Marines and these medics. Mutaflock hasn't replaced the ones that have died. He's really just down to 7 at this point, and they are fairly injured too. A lot of purple. This guy's got only 20 hit points on him, but if you can kind of whittle down the Marine count that Bogus is looking at, you're going to be okay. Working on a science facility is Bogus, which is very, very nice. Lurkers already on the way. Got Overlord scouting potential expansion locations for Bogus, and so far Bogus has just been sitting on these 2 bases for quite a while, which means he needs to make something happen. He needs to go now, and by golly, he is. So he's got ye old +1 attack, +1 armor, about 50% complete. Tank production has begun here too. Science facility done, which means science vessels, which means irradiate, which means detection, which means a lot of things that Bogus is going to need to do to win this thing. Zerglings sneaking around this bottom side. They're going to try to get in and get some stuff done. That bunker is empty, actually. What? Oh, this game. Oh, there's more stuff here. No big deal. The Mutas decided it's time to go in and kill some SCVs. Getting shot by missile turrets the whole way, and then just get the heck on out of there. Ooh, another one goes down. We're down to 5. We're down to 5 Mutalisks, but this did keep Bogus from moving out, man. That little attack, I don't think you had to do that, Bogus. I think you could have pushed. I think you could have pushed on that, especially if you have ComSat, especially if you have detection available, and you do. Not enough energy there on both of the ComSat stations for some detection. But I guess if you're waiting for a science vessel, that's cool too. Scourge on the way to deal with those. That's a pretty darn quick hive upgrade here for the Zerg player. And his third base. Really no rush to get a 4th, especially considering Bogus is still sitting on 2 bases here. It makes sense. Okay, so hold on. This is Protoss music, right? Why am I getting Protoss music in a ZVT? How to decide what music to play? I don't understand. Like, I understand getting Protoss music the whole time if there's a Protoss in the game, but no. This is ZVT, man. I don't know. Muta's still trying to hack stuff off. The texture on these ramps always looks very funny. Muta's trying to take down the tanks, but they have too many HP for the Mutas to really do much, especially when there's only 4 Mutalisks and a couple Scourge in that group. Irradiate coming on in. Really important upgrade there. Lurkers burrowing themselves. Ooh, that's a big group of Lurker. Wow. Unsupported, though. I guess there are a couple Mutas here. But just not enough. Definitely not enough here. Tanks sieging from a distance pretty good against Lurkers unless there's Dark Swarm available, and the Defiler Man is not done yet. So there's no Dark Swarm yet. Adrenal Glands coming in for Jaedong. Top left there. Lurkers stabbing away. Tanks shelling from distance too, though. One Lurker ends up getting killed. Jaedong retreating from the position. Not giving up too much ground before he reburrows, though. A lot of medic healing going on. What's your energy look like, guys? You're doing okay, right? Yeah, not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Any Irradiates available? Yep. There's one Irradiate on one of the Lurkers. Enough to kill it, right? Doing enough damage to just take it right out of the ground. Another Lurker as these are running around. Doing damage, man. Doing damage to these other Lurkers. That's pretty good stuff here. I like what Bogus is doing. He's got a small group of Marines and medics pushing the front here, too, of Bogus. Couple Lurkers defending, though. He didn't bring all of his Lurkers out in the middle of the map. And here comes an attack down the left side of Zerglings with Adrenal Glands. And +1 armor. Yeah, don't want to really come through these narrow bridges if you can help it. Zerglings winning against Marines over towards Bogus's base. A lot of Zerglings dying. A lot of Marines dying here, too. Tanks need to set up and get some stuff done. Slowly whittling down this Lurker group. They're here to defend this base now. Meanwhile, these guys get surrounded by Lurkers and Lings, and everybody going to die. Everybody running from home at that front. That was bad. That was really, really bad for Bogus. Tanks continuing to push on in. Zerglings trying to do what they can, but boy golly, there's your Dark Swarm. All right, so Dark Swarm is up, and now the Marines and the tanks are utterly, wholly useless. There's another Dark Swarm. Get out of there, run, Bogus. And he's running. All right, so 96 to 89 supply. Bogus is up. It would have been really nice to take down this base, but the Dark Swarm came up just in the nick of time. These Lings trying to do stuff, but not enough of them. I know they have Adrenal Glands, but these Marines, let's see how they are doing on the upgrades. They've got +1/+1. They've got range. They're pretty good. Pretty good at what they do. Okay, so 4 base here, and you're still on 3 bases. Kind of trying to get a 3rd base as Bogus at the 13-minute mark, but I think it's just too late. Is what it is. Once again, oh, tank takes a single shot to the face by that Adrenal Gland Zergling. Defiler, I think, must have got irradiated. I'm not sure why it would have died over there, to be honest. Zerglings rolling on up, trying to get a 4th base in this top left. Trying to hold the ramp here with these Marines, but this is a good number of Zerglings. Not if they run in 1 by 1, though. Yeah, they're all going to die. Another bit of an attack up here. Got some Lurkers, got some Dark Swarm, and yeah, that did not go well at all for Jaedong. He just threw away a ton of Zerglings for effectively nothing. Metasynaptic Node in here, +50 Defiler energy. What a plague! What an absolutely sick plague thrown down there by Jaedong. Oh, these Marines. Keep them moving, because the medics will try to heal and heal and heal and heal, and you're getting life sucked out of you every second that red goop is on you. All the way down to 1 hit point, or 2 for some reason. That guy has 2. How do you have 2? Hacks! Hacks! Don't let the medics heal. Don't do it. There we go. Okay, so now you can stop and let the medics heal, but you can't stop. You gotta keep moving. It's Jaedong, man. If you stop, you're dead. Spider Mines. Whoa! Spider Mine just killed 3 Lurkers there, and that Defiler's gonna die. After throwing down a plague, which is fine. Oh, hold on. No, he lives with 4 hit points. That's disgusting. Ah, entirely unfair. Boop. Goodbye, everyone. Ooh, Spider-Man kills the medic there, too. Army sneaking up. Zerglings trying to do stuff. Ultralisk Cavern on the way from Jaedong. Alright, here comes the Terran army. Pushing in. Scourge say science vessels? Get out of our neighborhood. No. The Scourge end up dead instead. Another great plague. Not as good as the first one, I don't think, but pretty darn amazing. Yeah. Marine, Vulture, Spider Mine, pretty fantastic against Zergling. That is like your dream composition. This guy gets in and starts killing stuff, though. And getting stabbed at, too. Oh, no, you gotta... Finally goes down. I don't think he killed any SCVs either. Nope, chitinous plating on the way. Additional factories coming in. We're transitioning into some mech. If we're Bogus, as is tradition here. Nidus Canal is going to allow for good reinforcings at this position. Man, those spines are so good. So good. Irradiate on the Defilers. They are going to die eventually. Just try to keep them away from other Zerg units or they will die. And take other people with them. Got a plague down on a couple of those before he dies. Last angry movement there. 166 to 98 supply. Bogus is up, but man, Jaedong, it doesn't matter. It almost doesn't matter what the situation is for supply. He's going to be okay. There's your scan. Lurker down. Sunken Colony going to go down here too. +2 attack is done on the Marines. Very, very scary stuff. Attack in the middle. Zergling's trying to do a bit of a run by out toward this location, but there are spider mines. Yeah. Vulture trying to hold by himself. No, another spider mine. And then holding the top of the ramp for the rest of those guys. Not too shabby. Bogus going to try to push in again on these bridges. Oh, irradiating the Defilers from distance. I'm liking it. I'm liking what I'm seeing here. Oh, and these everyone died here too. All right, well, I mean, Lurkers burrowed in. What else do you need to know? The Zergling sneaking around this bottom side. There are some Vultures here to defend against this. Getting the spider mines down. Ooh, maybe not actually. It doesn't matter. There's enough Marines and Vultures here that they all die anyway. I thought maybe this was a drop lord, but no, he's just going to die to a missile turret. No big deal. No big deal. Here comes a big attack from Bogus. The Scourge picked out of the sky very, very nicely there. Irradiate on the Lurkers. I think maybe you can still push on in. He's running from a plague. The plague does catch 3 Marines. And a science vessel. Eventually, Ultras are going to come out here, and Bogus is going to be in a world of hurt. Just a world of trouble. Yep, Zerglings keep trying to do stuff. And Spider Mines keep ruining their day. Is that a tank? Wow, that tank range was good. Very impressive. All right, Bogus, you're at 371 APM. Let's use every bit of that APM. How are your Marines looking? Fairly healthy, actually. Not bad. This science vessel's super hurt, though. That's the one that caught the plague. Haha, caught the plague. It's not exactly like that. Nope, nope, no spider mine for you. Spider mine's here, though. It's totally, utterly, and completely fine. Defiler says, Dark Swarm and all you are dead. It's a StarCraft musical. Are we letting these Zerglings do this much damage? No, apparently not. Defiler is immortal, though, inside that Dark Swarm. Look how it's kind of in shadow. That's kind of awesome, actually. I like it. Pa-pa-pow, pa-pa-pow. Defiler says, I'm not even going to move. Hey, guess what? Ultras are here. Ultras with speed and chitinous plating and only +1 attack. Irradiate on the Ultras. Again, doing more damage to each other than anything else when they were irradiated, but this is a very scary push. Are there enough tanks to handle this? I am not convinced that they are. Jaedong's just sending these guys in a move. All the Marines are going to die. The Ultras are hurting each other to some extent, but they just have such an HP pool. 400 HP is a ton in Brood War. And, all right. Well, I guess we're going to scourge out these science vessels as long as we're at it. Yikes. Oh. Oh. The plagued science vessels. That might have been it. That may have been it for Bogus. He just doesn't have an answer for these Ultras. I mean, they're not super healthy. But the problem is there's 4 more on the way. Like, it took everything you had to kill these. It's almost Torask level what these Ultralisks are managing to accomplish here. Science vessels irradiating the science vessel, so you control where it's going, right? And then you kill Zerglings and stuff on the ground. This guy's taking some tank shots and will eventually go down. Dark Swarm is here. Defiler walks to his own death. Again, it's really hard to control this game. Excellent. Very, very well. This game is bonkers. I know I say that a lot, but man, some of these games are amazing I've been casting recently. There's a nice plague down. Defiler is killed. Defiler going after Comsat Station in particular. And the command center is the next target here. He's in the Dark Swarm. You can't do anything with these Marines. Maybe irradiate him. He doesn't have much HP. But is it really worth using an irradiate here? I don't know. This guy, man. Oh, he's dead now. Zerglings just... Unkillable Zerglings there inside the Dark Swarm. More Zerglings rolling. More Ultralisks here. More Scourge on top of the Science Vessels. Choop, 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 choop. Irradiate all the things that you can. How much irradiate do you have? Don't know, but now the Zerglings coming in the backside. All these Marines are getting destroyed. Defiler just walking through the place like he owns it. Do a plague if he needs. Dark Swarm is up. Man, Jaedong's Dark Swarms are just always just disgustingly great. They are very, very good. Look at these irradiated Ultralisks just crushing it before they die to irradiation. Man, Bogus, I don't know about this. His macro is really good, though. He's lost a ton of stuff, but he's actually up 151 to 128. I thought for sure I'd check that, and he would just be down ridiculous amounts. More Ultras here, but only 2 this time. Each successive wave of Ultralisks is smaller and smaller, but what are you making to deal with this? Tanks, I guess. Science Vessels, I suppose. But yeah, Bogus is saturating his 5th base, or whatever that one is. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 5th-ish. And Jaedong just sort of hanging out here. Oh, hey, look, it's Terran now. That's appropriate. No, wait, is this still Protoss? Some of them sound the same at certain points. +1 attack is done on these ground mech units. The Marines, on the other hand, have +3 attack and +1 infantry armor. Yeah, it's just more Protoss. Why Protoss? I'm gonna start doing this until I get good music. All right, there's the Irradiate. Almost, again, doing more damage to the Marines than to the Ultras. Really? Target firing as best you can here. Scourge getting some decent hits off on the Science Vessels, too. You know what? +3 attack is not bad. Not too shabby at all. Hey, Jaedong took another base while we weren't paying attention. There's one up there. Bogus is trying to take one in the south, too. Overlord just scouting. This Ultralisk is stuck in a corner. Hey, man. I guess he's waiting for this base to get built, and then he'll pwn it. That's the plan, anyway. Getting pneumatized Carapace for faster Overlord movement. Yeah, I just don't... Oh, okay, that was the best plague of the day. Look at that. Look at that. 2 Science Vessels and a whole ton of Marines. While pushing up here, trying to sit on these bridges to hold. Not too bad. It's not too bad at all. So this base is alive. This Zergling would be able to kill it if he knew that it was there, but cannot see it, unfortunately for him. Just making more Ultras and Lings and Scourge, getting working on melee attack upgrades. That +2 is done now for those melee for Jaedong. 195 to 165 supply here. Bogus still has a giant lead, but so much of it is Marine. All right. Once you get out enough tanks, the Ultras just kind of melt if they try to run in here like normal. So Bogus actually not doing too poorly here. I mean, I feel like he's gotten his butt kicked in the last few engagements, but like that, for example. I can't even, like, I really... Moment of silence for Bogus, please. That was just excellent out of Jaedong. That was just precision. He takes out all the Science Vessels, throws out some Dark Swarm, forces the tanks to leave, throws a plague on everything. Now 177 to 169. He's trying to bait these Ultras into tank fire, which almost worked. Not quite, though. Oh yeah, this base is coming up, and there are Ultras very close to them. as it turns out. Zerglings rolling on down. We got ourselves a Zergling drop inside the main base, too. That crackling upgrade is pretty darn fantastic here. Trying to hold in this location. Might be able to, actually, but the Zerglings in the main are fairly unchecked. No! Bogus rolling on in to clear it out, man. He is not giving up. He is not winning engagements. He is not killing Jaedong bases. But by golly, he is not leaving either. Even though he's down supply right now. Okay, this Ultra is going to have a grand old time. Heal them. Heal the SCVs. Remember what I said about Bogus not killing a base? Okay, he's still not killing a base. He's target firing down some drones, though, which is not bad. Not a bad thing to do. But everybody's dead. I mean, this base is not happy. This Zergling cannot kill this medic fast enough. Oh, it can. Just barely, though. Energy getting low. And once that happens... Yep, that. I mean, a couple tanks here, but Zerglings close that distance pretty quickly, as it turns out. Man, even Ultras close that distance pretty quickly if they have that speed. Oh, look, more stuff. In these drop lords. Alright, well, I know Castor Curse and everything, but it's 178 to 118 supply, and when it's Bogus who's down instead of Jaedong, it's a different situation. Radiates the Defiler. Dark Swarm's coming up on the ramp anyway. Irradiating the Ultras, just helping them kill the SCVs more quickly. And it's just swarm everywhere. So that's going to be it. Bogus is not coming back from this. There's the GG. Yeah, timing worked out quite nicely there. And Jaedong is your winner in 27 minutes and 9 seconds. We're going to boil it down to two things. He never lost a hatchery. Never lost a hatchery, period, in that game. Did he lose any buildings? He might have lost like a sunken up here. Maybe over here. We'll check that. We'll check that in a second here. But he won most every engagement. He had just enough Scourge to deal with the Science Vessels. He had the Dark Swarm placement was just admirably amazing, just professional level, like expert professional level. I'm trying to come up with words that explains how good that was, but Jaedong, just disgusting, disgusting win. Lings, Ultras, Scourge, and Defilers, tech of choice to wrap this thing up. I feel like Bogus was okay, just didn't have an answer to the Ultras, really. I guess maybe more tanks would have helped, but hard to say. All right, well, that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon. All at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching. And you take care of yourself. Yeah, lost a building. Lost a building. Incredible. All right, you take care of yourself.